To give a top 10 ranking on my favorite Universal monsters. And to be clear, this is just a ranking of the monsters themselves and not of the films that they're a part of. Before we begin though, I want to give a quick shout out to, in my opinion, the most underrated Universal monster, and that's the Metaluna Mutant. I think he has one of the coolest designs out of any of the Universal monsters, and I would love for a modern day filmmaker to update the character for today's audiences. So starting off at number 10, I have Boris Karloff's Imhotep from the original Mummy film. I think Boris Karloff does a really good job at playing Imhotep. The problem is that he's only in his classic mummy look in the very first scene of the movie, and when he's just walking around and interacting with normal people, he's just a normal guy, and there's nothing particularly scary about him. At number 9, I have the original Jekyll and Hyde from Universal's very first horror short. I don't think he does a bad job, but I think he is outclassed by a lot of other performers in that era, and I ultimately think he does a pretty stereotypical job. At number 8, I have Lon Chaney's Quasimodo from the 1923 Hunchback of Notre Dame. This was Lon Chaney's first real attempt at a Universal monster, and he does it really, really well. The look is iconic, his performance is really, really good, and he ultimately adds a lot of sympathy to Quasimodo that I think a lot of other film adaptations really lack. Now, I know this is going to be controversial, but at number 7, I have Bela Lugosi's Dracula. Don't get me wrong, I think Bela Lugosi is a fantastic Dracula, and I think he's the best performer who played the character in the Universal Monster series, and I think he's one of the best to do it, period, for the character. I just prefer the other monsters compared to Bela Lugosi's Dracula. At number 6, I have Lon Chaney's Phantom of the Opera from the 1925 silent film. Not only is this movie better than the 1943 version, and not only is Lon Chaney's performance better in this movie than Claude Rains is in the 1943 version, but he has one of the most iconic looks in all of horror, has one of the best scares in all of horror, and similar to his portrayal of Quasimodo, he really does a good job of bringing a level of sympathy to an otherwise monstrous character. At number 5, I have The Bride of Frankenstein. I think out of all the monsters that are on this list, I think she does the best with the least amount of screen time that she has. Not